Welcome back inside the Bauer Arena at IceSheffield. Scott Ancliffe was our man doing those interviews. We'll check in with him in a few moments' time to get the confirmed team news on both sides, but I'm pleased to say that Ron Shudra has moved in alongside me. And Ron, this is a game where the Steelers somehow must get 2 points.
Well, it is. I mean, you come into to IceSheffield, and it seems to be a great equalizer for every other team that decides to show up here. So it makes it a very, very difficult task for Sheffield to come out. We know that Braehead's a bit short at the minute, just going out with 3 lines. So if Sheffield can push pace and take advantage of some of the opportunities that they're going to get, then hopefully those 2 points will be forthcoming tonight.
So let's check in with our man at ring level, Scott Ancliffe. He's got the news on how both sides will line up tonight. All yours, Scott.
Thank you, Jonathan. So the Steelers will line up with Watt, Nilsson and Fretter on the first line. Rob Dowd, Andreas Valdix and Levi Nelson. Then Debian, Armstrong and Kirk. And then finally Jonathan Phillips, Hagos and Ferrara on the fourth. The D pairings are Mike Ratchuk and Bjorklund alongside O'Connor and Phillips. And then finally Fitzgerald, and Franson with Urbans Mustagovs in goal. And then for the Clan, Levitt, Keefe and Arsberg, Becker, Pitt and Hammond, Mackenzie, Haywood and Cowick, with defensive pairings of Scott Arson and Harry Quast, Baldwin and Carlson, and Sullivan and Wharton with Michael Zakowski in the net.
We'll be checking in regularly with Scott. He's got the great view behind the goal that Michael Zakowski will be defending in the first period. It is sold out here at IceSheffield. We're great to be back with you on a live webcast. Thank you so much for joining us. And remember that this webcast is intended for the private use of a home audience. There have been no purchases by pubs, clubs or public establishments. This game can only be viewed at home. If you are watching in a pub or club, you will need to pay the relevant commercial rates. If you want to get in touch with the broadcast tonight, you can do. We are on Twitter at Steelers TV Live. That is the place to send us your messages and shout-outs, your thoughts on the game. Let us know whereabouts in the world you're watching us and who you've tuned in to see here on Steelers TV Live. So Ron, a big opportunity tonight for Liam Kirk. Looks as though he's going to get a regular shift on the 3rd unit. Do you think Debian and Armstrong is a good pair for him to be alongside?
Well, you look at the ability level of Liam, and he's more than capable of playing in and around this level of hockey. So you put him with 2 big bodies that can look after them, that aren't too bad in their own end, to be fair as well. And in the offensive zone, they're big guys that are hard to knock off the puck, and Liam likes to have the puck as well. So he has a great opportunity to work with 2 very, very good players that can finish and that can also play the game the way it should be. So it's a good thing for him to have that opportunity.
The good news, of course, also regarding Cole Shudra back in training, but not with the Steelers tonight.
Yeah, that's right. It's been about 6 or 8 weeks now that he's been out of the lineup, but he's had to clear from Tomo and the medical staff to start icing here again with Steel Dogs, so he's off there in Telford at the minute. So yeah, great news for him. He's sort of chomping at the bit to get back and into regular game action.
So the 2 teams take to the ice, and there's a really good atmosphere inside IceSheffield tonight. Couldn't say the same about the last fixture here against Dundee. It was a little quiet. The seats were far from full. Not the case tonight, sold out a few days in advance. And there are a small pocket of Clan fans over on the far side, a couple on the near side as well. So there'll be plenty of purple noise, as well as the backing for the boys in orange tonight. Tom Darnell is the referee for this fixture. And with the teams out on the ice, we've just got to get through the usual pre-game ceremonies.
Please welcome our visitors this evening, the players.
Second visit of the season for the Braehead clan. Their visit to Sheffield Arena back in October was the Steelers' first league game, and the Steelers won it by 5-3 that night.
Where we will be met by our match sponsors this evening.
Final reminder pre-game of the Twitter handle. If you're just joining us, at Steelers TV Live is the place to send in your messages and shout-outs. At Steelers TV Live.
Sponsoring the Steelers tonight.
So Clan fans sponsoring this evening's game.
A big thank you to
Thank them for their support of the Sheffield Steelers. Getting involved with the match night sponsorship.
linesman Phil Saul and James Kavanagh. Your referee, Tom Darnell.
So it's time for us to pause as we're going to sing the national anthem.
Please be upstanding for Her Majesty the Queen.
Last weekend, the Steelers showed character and commitment to win late on and then very late on against the Blaze. Levi Nelson returns from his suspension tonight, but Jace Coyle misses out while he serves his. With a road game in Cardiff following this fixture, surely only a 4-point weekend will suffice for Sheffield if they want to stay in the thick of the title race. Braehead's own title race never really got going this year. They may be in the top half of the table at the moment, but they're 15 points behind the Devils and only 8 ahead of Dundee in 9th. They've also played more than all the teams around them. Clan's conference form has been good, but once again they look like winning it. But just one win in 12 games against Erhardt teams this season is why the Steelers are hot favourites to win here at IceSheffield. Clan won narrowly in this building last season, and they'd love to play spoilers again. Jonathan Fernley, Ron Shudra and Scott Ancliffe here with you on Steelers TV Live. We are glad to be back live with you. We thank everyone who has tuned in to this webcast tonight. Remember that this game will be available in your archive for you to log back in and download and keep the game for free forever. For those of you who have paid for the webcast tonight, it will exist in your archive. So just log back in tomorrow and that'll be available for you. The goals of this game will be up on Facebook tonight and the YouTube highlights up tomorrow morning. So here we go then. Opening face-off is moments away. Tom Darnell is the man in the middle. The Steelers in orange, the Clan in white and purple. And Marcus Nielsen wins back the first puck. And we can get this game underway. Good atmosphere inside the building already as Bjorklund sends this one in and Zakowski leaves his net. And the Steelers close in. It's shoveled up the boards. It'll come as far as Augsburg. And a nice feed forward. Taken in by Cowick. Shot slides wide. The Steelers will get the opportunity to flick this one into neutral ice. Carlson playing in the full face cage will switch it across to the far side. Oh, Fanning on it over on the far side, and the Steelers will get an opportunity here. Nielsen may have been pulled back in the middle. Watt takes on the shot. First save is made, and the scrambling Zakowski makes another one, and then another one, and then the whistle will go. Matthew Waugh just running out of angle, but the first test for Zakowski.
Yeah, big test. A giveaway in the neutral zone leads to a 2-on-1. Could have been a penalty here on the break on the hook, but you know, big stand-up, tall goalie. You got to get the puck around him, moving him side to side. But Braehead quick to get back and defend.
It was Baldwin whose pass in neutral ice was just a little bit short. Allowed the Steelers to come into the zone. And now Arsons flips it on to Levitt. Levitt inside. Clam will play the puck in down the left wing. O'Connor is first back to it. And now here's Nelson. Valdix across to Dowd. Joining the rush is David Phillips. That's where the pass was intended for. It slides a bit too close to the goal. Dowd again on the boards. Intercepted by the Clan, but again they don't clear their lines. Good work from Dowd. Switched it across. Dowd gets it back. Thought about the shot. Now he'll take it on. A good blocker save from Zakowski reaching across. Phillips. Slide all the way around to the far side, and Andreas Valdix. Pass inside for Dowd, shot off the side of the net, and Arson collects. Oh, dangerous pass fed inside, and reaching play, poking it forward was from Quast. Clan trying to pass their way out of trouble, and it's nearly got them into bother on a couple of occasions already in the opening couple of minutes of this game.
Braehead don't want to start this way. If Sheffield get a bit of an advantage, it's going to be tough.
Here goes Davien through the middle. He's drawn a penalty and he can't get the backhand shot away. But Mustakovs will go to the bench for the extra skater. Fitzgerald switches it across to the far side. 6-on-5 players. The Clan intercepts.
Penalty
and
shot.
Penalty shot is called. Huge opportunity inside the first 2 minutes. A penalty shot for the Steelers. as Debian was dragged back.
A great pass out of the defensive zone there to see Debian get sprung through the middle. Again, like we said, Braehead's got to play a little bit stronger than this, or they're going to find themselves in a lot of deep trouble early on.
Guillaume Debian hasn't taken a penalty shot for the Steelers this season, but he'll come in now on Zakowski, and Zakowski will save.
Tried to use his big long reach and wait him out and throw it back against the grain, but Zakowski there just throws the glove up. Possibly if he gets that up to the top part of the net, it has the opportunity, but I think halfway up it's always going to be in the glove if you watch it again here closely. Good sprawling split save.
And a good confidence boost for the netminder. It's Baker who was guilty of the penalty, but it won't result in a goal. And we'll carry on 5-on-5. An opportunity for the Clan to come forward, but Pitt can't get across the blue line. Becker will send it all the way around, and it's Franson who is onto it with time to look up. Here's Kirk. Long pass forward was intended for Armstrong and intercepted by Pitt. This has been the line that's been doing the damage for the Clan this season. They've been putting up excellent numbers. They've got a chance in the offensive zone now. Kirk tries to intercept, moving it around and putting it in is Hammond. Lovely move to drag it across and slide it home.
One chance and one goal. I mean, if you look at the way that the Sheffield had set up for this defensive positioning, he just finds a little bit of hole, Hammond here, and a pass just goes between stick and feet of Kirk, and then it's a great little move here on Mustakovs, who's down early on that one. I don't know what he was thinking about on that one, but way too early to be down and expecting a shot early, and Hammond has an easy open net.
Great start for Braehead. They survive a penalty shot at one end and take the lead at the other. We'll get the official confirmation on the goal shortly. The Sheffield Steelers now have work to do.
If Sheffield keep up the pressure, this is the main thing that they've got to do, is they can't get rattled just by on one off chance that Braehead's got. So just keep working, keep plugging, keep going ahead with the puck, and keep trying to stay within your game plan. And that game plan will just be to wear them down, and hopefully play the 4 lines against 3 and wear them down for that third period.
Long pass brings Ferrara into the play. He's working up against Arson. Arson's done well. Support arriving in the shape of Jonathan Phillips. Keith doing his defensive work as well. And the Clan have worked that out nicely from behind their own goal, and now they'll come forward. And here's Levitt, moved on. Chance for Keith. Good save by Mustakovs, who was aggressive and came out to meet the shot from the Braehead captain. Now the chase is on for Waugh. He's got good closing speed. He's putting Arson under all sorts of pressure. Look at that from Dowd. The fans want to think that Arson hooked him back, but I don't think he did. It's a little bit of a tangle of arms. I don't think there was a hook involved in that play. And the Steelers will dump this one into the corner and go in chasing. Bounce pass that Levitt touches on. David Phillips puts the shoulder in. And now it's Fretter. Valdix skates it forward himself. Such a good weekend against Coventry, Andreas Valdix. Fretter had a little attempt at that one, but his shot never got through to goal. The pass out by the Clan only finds its way back to the Steelers. O'Connor forward to Fretter. O'Connor slow to get up behind the play. He will stay on the ice as Pitt skates forward. Takes the shot on, and Mustakovs saves and holds. Let's check in on the official call of the opening goal with Scott Ancliffe.
Yep, the opening call came the way of the Clan. Mike Hammond with his 12th goal of the season, with assists on the play going to Matt Becker and Scott Pitt. Goal timed at 2 minutes and 37 seconds.
We'll get through a few of your tweets at the next appropriate break in play. We've had quite a few already. Apologies in advance if we're not able to get through all of the good ones. We will try our best at the appropriate points of this game. Clan win an offensive zone face-off. Carlson shoots through, and Mustakovs makes the stick stop. Stumble in the corner is from Cowick. And now Nelson under pressure from Carlson. onto Valdix. There's more room right wing side, that's where he moves. Fitzgerald trails the play. Oh, and the drop pass just wasn't quite where he wanted it. You can see what the Steelers wanted to set up. The blind pass left behind just wasn't quite in the right location. This is good work from Haywood to take the puck from Franson. And Valdix is back covering. Levitt stepping forward. And the Clan are moving in menacingly around the net, and Fitzgerald clears it away from the top of the crease. Dow trying to force his way down the boards. Knocks it past Keith and into the neutral zone. And Osberg takes it offside.
Braehead have woken up a little bit after that first 2 or 3 minutes. I mean, the goal has seemed to invigorate them a little bit. They've got a bit more pressure in Sheffield's end, and a little bit of a cycle play against Sheffield seems to be working down low. The defense are a little bit slow in moving the puck, and they're having that little bit of a trouble on a breakout. But it's a transition game where Sheffield will take advantage, I think, against Braehead. They're a little bit quicker through the neutral zone, but obviously they've got to do it quickly and they've got to move the puck.
Oh, not a good pass to Armstrong. It's a terrible turnover. It could be costly, but Keith is denied by the stick check from Ervins Mustakovs. Bailed his defence out. Aggressive net minding, and it had to be, because the Steelers making a terrible mess of things in their own end. Now Bjorklund to Kirk. Davien couldn't take it into the offensive zone in possession, and it's back with the Clan. Here's Levitt moving inside, and then leaves the puck behind. Armstrong couldn't get it beyond Hammond, scorer of the only goal we've seen so far. Although we are hearing news of a goal down in Coventry. We'll tell you about that in a few moments. As the Steelers turn it over again. The shot comes in from Becker, and the Clan go 2 in front.
Wow, Sheffield's defense are really struggling. That's 2 on the same shift with Ratchuk going through the middle of the ice. And obviously the Sheffield forwards are not picking these simple little dump passes out. And then it's just a high guy with a great one-timer shot coming in here. And Mustakovs, I think that it actually goes over his glove or under his body. It's hard to see where it went there, but you know, Sheffield have had pressure in their own in Braehead's end and didn't come up with anything. Braehead have been down in the end for what, the last minute and a half, 2 minutes, and come up with a couple of goals. So you know, Sheffield need to sort their own defensive zone out and just relax a little bit and get back to playing the game.
A goal down in Coventry was a goal for the Devils, but the Blaze have instantly responded. They are tied at 1. The Clan are in front by 2, and it's the visiting supporters making all the noise at the moment. Phillips will chase in on this one. Here's O'Connor, takes the shot on, it bounces off Pitt. We'll get the official call on the goal in a few moments' time. Agos working hard in the corner. He can't get away from Becker, and the Clan have possession back. Switch near side for Carlson. Steelers will just line themselves up. They're completing a line change at the moment. Forwards on, now the new defenseman on to join as the Clan skated in down the far side. Come all the way around to Haywood. Here comes Cowick, allowed to step off the boards into the slot. Oh, his shot is charged down. Stick in the way belonged to Franson. And let's check in on the call of that second Clan goal with Scott Ancliffe.
Yeah, the Clan take a 2-0 lead at 6 minutes 20 seconds. The goal was credited to Scott Pitt, but I'm sure it was Becker with the shot. And an assist on the play going to Mike Hammond.
So Pitt assisted Hammond. 26 in League and Cup this season for Scott Pitt. If that goal is ultimately credited to him. Meanwhile, here comes Marcus Nielsen. Sent into the corner, he'll chase after it. Trying to get there first. Wharton's with him. War's got onto it, he's got Arson all over him. Clan trying to get it down the boards, they won't get it out, it'll come back to War. Trying to use his body strength, trying the little wrap around, and the puck is cleared away only as far as Franson. Oh, weak pass forward, and that'll allow the Clan to send it down, but it'll be at the cost of icing. And we can say that the Coventry Blaze have now gone 2-1 up against the Cardiff Devils. So that is at least some good news for the Sheffield Steelers, who haven't had a lot in the first 8 minutes of this one.
No, after the opening couple of minutes, it's been Braehead capitalizing on Steeler mistakes, to be fair, and they've been deadly at it. I mean, 2 mistakes, and it's been in the back of the net twice for Braehead. So you have to give them a little bit of credit for what they've got offensively, and Sheffield have to settle down and play properly and make those passes count.
Good face-off clearance for the Clan, allows them to complete the line change, which they couldn't following the icing call. Dowd wins it for Nelson. Drives around the net, back to Valdix. Couldn't get the shot away, he was on his backhand side. It's still with Andres Valdix. Here's Ratchuk, back on defence tonight. He shoots, the save is made, big rebound. Oh, and it's caught out of the air by Zakowski as the Sticks were slashing at it.
Definitely better by Sheffield there with a bit of puck movement and puck possession here by Valdix. A nice little sauce pass over to Ratchuk, and he gets the pass and the shot away quickly. If you watch Sheffield here, they crowd the front of the net looking for that big screen in front with Ratchuk shooting, looking for a goal there. I mean, that's a great save by the netminder by just tracking the puck and moving side to side.
Clean face-off win for the Steelers. Nelson trying to knock it down and tries to get a shot away, but it was just denied the room he wanted, and Nelson went back for a little nibble. As Dowd sends it goalwards, it bounces off Sullivan. Still Baldwin and Nelson exchange taps and nudges. Bjorklund has to stretch out to keep this one in play. Baldwin, cross for Sullivan. Dowd will get to it first. Dowd is dispossessed and the Clan can release a little bit of the pressure. Forsberg will just dump it in. Mustakos will knock it down. The Clan are in the middle of completing a line change. Here comes Armstrong. Dowd towards the net. He fired it onto the outside of the goal. A little bit of blocker involved as well from Zakowski. The Clan switch it across. They might get a 3 men up in the break here. Inside for Hammond. Puck is knocked away from him and it'll bounce to Armstrong. Steelers have options coming in right wing side. Kirk trying to knock it down and Hammond is back to pick up the pieces. It was Arson that made the initial block. Now Becker nudges it forward. Phillips physical and taking Pitt into the boards. And now Debian, who missed that penalty shot, remember, inside the first 2 minutes of this game. And now Armstrong. Still Armstrong, sent goalward, stick save. Turned away from trouble by Zakowski. Here goes Armstrong, takes the shot on and off the outside of the net. There were a few who thought it had gone just inside. Races on for Debian, he can't keep it in the zone. Hammond put the pressure on him. And now Armstrong. Cross corner dump. Ferrara going in after it. Played out nicely by Cowick. And McKenzie off the boards. And it'll go all the way down the ice. Icing will be waved off, Fitzgerald will have to play it. Cowick trying to hold up Fitzgerald. And the long pass forward for Phillips. Can't control it, it'll slide through to Zakowski. And Baldwin will play the pass out again, it's partially blocked. Both teams just struggling with the tape-to-tape passes at the moment. There's another example. And now here comes Levitt, no support at all. The rest of his team are going to the bench, so he's just going to slow things up. Sensible play and good awareness. Agos didn't know where the puck was, and now he does. He's got it on his stick, and he's got support away to his left. Ferrara couldn't gather it in as he would have liked. And now a chance for Levitt to get it out of the zone, and Ferrara and Hagos between them don't let him. Ferrara, Wharton gives him a little pull. Hagos is digging, Wharton kicks it up the boards, trying to get some help from Levitt.
Ooh.
Oh, and then we do have a penalty now. The arm goes up. Didn't get a clear view of it from up here. Scott Ancliffe, rink level, what was your view of that incident? Can't quite hear from Scott at the moment, but that looked like a nasty one, just out of view of our camera.
If you look at what it was, it seems to be that that Levitt catches Hagos coming in unaware when he's doing a bit of body protection, so he ends up throwing his shoulder back, coming back. Watch this. Here he throws the shoulder back into Hagos' chin right there, and with what Hagos has had in the last few weeks with concussion stuff, that's a bell ringer again for him. It's a tough play. You're going in there looking to play puck, and you're not expecting the guy to step back with a shoulder, and that's an old play that Rick Brabant used to do way back in the olden times, as I would say. He was good at doing that sort of thing. So it was exactly the same sort of thing. He's got the puck, and you're coming in there looking for the puck. You're not expecting to get hit, and if you watch here, it's puck protection, but watch him throw himself back into the hit. and right there he throws a shoulder and an elbow back. So you know it's a nasty play that.
So Jared Hagos is being helped off the ice, and that is not a good sign for the Sheffield Steelers. Remember, they're down in imports tonight with Jace Coyle serving his suspension. 2 minutes has gone up on the board against Alex Levitt. Wait to see what the official call is.
It looks to see like a boarding penalty, but I don't know if he can actually call a boarding penalty when you're up against the boards hitting somebody back. I can see maybe throwing an elbow back or something, but we'll find out in a minute.
Well, here comes the announcement.
A 2-minute minor penalty for boarding.
It's not often you see a boarding penalty when the player doesn't go into the boards.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a strange call, but I think it warranted definitely a call there. That if you watch it on the replay, he definitely raises an elbow or his shoulder back into the chin of Hagos. So it's what it should have been.
But a 5-on-4 chance for the Sheffield Steelers. McKenzie with the partial interception. Now O'Connor across to Dowd. The Steelers crowd right behind the team as Armstrong whips the shot in. And Zakowski saves. Let's check in on Twitter. We've got Chris Jones watching at home. He's recovering from surgery and says, "Let's go Steelers." And we've got Zane, Zach, Molly and Miles watching in from Chesterfield. Ryan Crossland says, "Let's go Steelers." He's hoping for Dowdy and Armstrong to get on the scoreboard. And we've got Poppy Rabina celebrating her birthday with the family in Bolton upon Dearne. We'll get through a few more of your tweets later in the game. Here's O'Connor and Armstrong while taking up his usual position. As O'Connor shoots and the rebound comes all the way back to Dowd. Bounce back a long way out off Zakowski. That might be an avenue the Steelers look to exploit, but nothing's going to come free as Armstrong sees his shot swallowed.
It's a bit eerily like up in Braehead. Sheffield seemed to have quite a bit of pressure and ended up losing the game by 4 or 5 to nothing. Even though they seem to have the puck for an awful lot of the game. So it's obviously that last little bit of finishing on the netminder tonight as well. We've had a couple opportunities and not put the puck in the back of the net.
Steelers sticking with the same line out there. Fretter, Armstrong, Watt, O'Connor and Dowd. That's a good turn from O'Connor. Opportunities here for the Steelers. Step goals! And touched in by Fretter.
Great finish.
Armstrong was superb and Fretter's redirect was enough.
You know, you look at the escape move that O'Connor uses to get away, and then he makes a great pass over here. And then you look again at Fretter going to the net with his stick down where it should be, and then another stick and skate pass, tape to tape, and then it's a 5-hole, getting the goalie moving left and right. So, you know, you look at a bad clearance by the Braehead defenseman who doesn't get it out. O'Connor makes a great play keeping the puck alive. A fantastic little spin around the turn, and off he goes the other way for a goal.
I can tell you that the Cardiff Devils have levelled things up down in Coventry. That game is at 2-2. And also the Belfast Giants lead 1-0 against the Dundee Stars. So a power play goal for the Steelers. We'll get the official call on it with Scott shortly. Opportunity for Becker. Tries to outweight Mustakovs and can't find the target. Oh, what a missed opportunity for the Clan, and Becker looks skywards. Clan's still in it here though. Becker exchanging passes with Pitt, but Fitzgerald has his stick in the lane. The Steelers get it away, but oh, so close to Clan re-establishing that 2-goal lead. The Steelers asleep in their own zone. Not for the first time.
No, definitely not. They like I said, they've got to work on getting it back together.
Nelson for Valdix for Dowd and off target. This game has come to life. It's a really good one here at IceSheffield as Fitzgerald stands up Carlson. Fans love the physical play. Still no sign of Jared Hagos on the Steelers bench.
He went straight down the tunnel to the changing room.
Yeah, he's not returned yet. We'll keep an eye out if he does. As Valdix sets the Steelers going forward. Bjorklund leading the charge from defence. Christopher Bjorklund goes towards Nelson. Debian is in the crease. He's now going to skate to the near side. Here is Debian.
Big
Trying
body.
to use his strength.
Great use of his body. Great use of puck protection on that one.
Good use of Zach Sullivan's body as well to block that shot. And now Jonathan Phillips. Wharton with him. And the Clan will get the chance to move this one away, and they might be able to break. Or if the pass had been towards Pitt, he'd have been in. As it is, it's Levitt in possession in the zone. Not able to take it on was Wharton. Now the Clan need to get back as Davien is on the charge. Forced wide. He can't get the pass across. Wharton is physical, and Keith is there to help out as well. That puck deflects up and out of play, so let's check in on the call on that Steelers goal.
Yeah, the Steelers' first goal coming the way of Colton Fretter on the power play. A nice redirect in front after a great Armstrong shot, and a great assist going to Ben O'Connor on the play too. Goal timed at 12:07.
Offensive zone face-off for the Steelers. They've cut the deficit in half. Now they'd love to get things levelled up. Fretter. Shot comes in from David Phillips. It's a big, powerful one that blasted into the crowd in front. Dropped off by Fretter to O'Connor. Oh, and Zakowski tried to head it away.
He did get a piece of something. Zakowski in front of the net there. He got something on it, definitely. But you look at the power that these guys are putting through the net. But I think the first one from Phillips ends up getting blocked by Waugh, and then the next one again up around the ear hole. So it'd obviously be nice to keep him down a little bit. Obviously, if you're forward in front of the net, but some great puck movement to open themselves up for two big cannons from the blue line.
Face-off win for the Steelers. O'Connor. Snapshot goes wide of the far post. Waugh trying to knock it down in the corner. And trying to hold off the attentions of Pitt and of Carlson. Steelers have done well. They'll try and bring it in front. There's a lot of bodies in the way. And shovel it to the near side. David Phillips is well advanced. Now Fretter. They'll come near side. David Phillips will think about coming forward and then move backwards. That was the smart play to make. Back to get in the way of Becker. O'Connor can take over. Nielsen kicked it on but couldn't control it, and now there are going to be three up in this Clan break. Keith takes the shot on. Mustakov saves, and he looked behind him nervously. It was deflected up and out of play.
And we're back to end-to-end stuff again, aren't we? It seems to open up here once in a while. But again, it's a transition play. Sheffield getting slightly caught on a turnover, not too deep into Braehead's blue line, and then a quick shot back. It actually does sort of beat Mustakov there just off his elbow and goes up and over. So a good shot and a blocking sort of save.
At the end of the first period, we'll have some reaction for you from the Braehead Clan. Our man Scott Ancliffe at rink level will catch up with someone from the Clan and get a purple perspective on things. Dowd looking for a deflection as he flashed across the front of goal. And Levitt avoids the hit of Fitzgerald. But then the covering play from Nelson gets his skating the lane. Oh, and Fitzgerald's going to go for boarding here. He sent Levitt into the boards. And they'll exchange a few words. But ultimately, it'll be Fitzgerald who has to sit.
Yeah, it looks like whether it's a turning sort of play, but yeah, it is a boarding call, definitely. It's always tough when you're committed to making a hit, but we'll see better here on the replay if it's one of those where he ends up turning and ends up going through the numbers or what. Fitzgerald comes in here, gives him a little push out of the way, and then it comes in, and as you see him, he just turns right away, and again, it's a bit of a dangerous play because you got that the board sticking out a little bit, and I think fortunately the visor saved him a little bit, but.
Anytime the helmet is the first thing to collide with the glasses,
it's
going to get called.
Yeah, it's from behind, whether it's intentional or not. It wasn't a really big push into the boards, but again, through the numbers on a turn, and the guy's off balance.
5 Flyers have taken the lead at home against the Manchester Storm. Storm on the second leg of their triple header, which of course started with defeat against the Braehead Clan last night. So power play opportunity, first of the game for the Braehead Clan. Sent across goal, and there's a bit of a wrestling match at the back door, which Armstrong wins and the Steelers clear.
Yeah, a bit fortunate there, Armstrong. That was pretty close to being an interference penalty, arriving there just soon as the puck does. But a great job collapsing down low to the back post to possibly save an empty netter.
It was Pitt who ended up on the bottom of the pile.
He's okay to be up on the bottom of the pile.
So Clan in the offensive zone, and still 1 minute and 20 of power play to come. Arson. And looking to work it across. Oh, and it's split two. In front of Keith and then behind Pitt. Bjorklund spins and Finds a way clear down the left-hand side of the ice.
Braehead looking for that backdoor play there again. They're setting up looking as a guy popping out into the high slot, but it's always being directed to the back post. So again, Sheffield collapsing well and doing the job and what's needed. But Braehead seemed to be lots of cycling and circling on the attempted break-in.
Cowick. It's across to the far side. Hammond. Carlson. Faked the shot. Tried to return it to Hammond. He opened the scoring in this game in the 3rd minute. Tries to snap that one, and that goes really high and lands in the corner. There's a loose stick lying there as well. That's not making life easy for anyone. And the whistle will go. We've got Peter watching at home in Gibraltar saying, "Come on, Steelers." And we've got Matt watching down in Basildon saying, "Come on, Steelers, you can do it." We've also got Andrew watching and wants to give a shout out to Mikey, who is watching the stream. Also got Moreno watching in away with a glass of wine. That sounds pretty good to us. Mustakovs makes the save, rebounds safely to the corner. Clan still with 20 seconds of power play time, but that won't help their cause. Carlson will have to retreat after he mishandled. Well, ice does get quite choppy here late in the period at IceSheffield, so we'll maybe give him a pass on that one. Forsberg across the line. And offside is the call.
Interesting call, that one. I thought he actually made the line, but obviously the linesman saying that he didn't get it over the entire blue line. Yeah, but you know, again, Sheffield's doing a very good job defending. You know, the last play there with Phillips, ended up having the shot taken on him. It may have backed off a little bit for the Braehead player to come in. It might need to force him a little bit higher, but you know, Sheffield so far have collapsed well in this power play to finish it off, and now they come back to even strike.
So we're back to full strength as Fitzgerald steps out of the box. That one deflects off Sikowski. Fitzgerald puts it down and then fans on the shot. Here's Waugh, here's Fretter. Back towards Waugh. Trying to play a little pass back into a dangerous area, but Becker will be able to nudge it into neutral ice. Fitzgerald pressed against the home benches, and that puck is not going to come free. We've got Jack and his family watching in Ayr. They are Clan fans watching. I don't know for many Clan fans tonight. I'm sure there are plenty of you watching. Get in touch with us at Steelers TV Live. We will be showing you the highlights of last night's Braehead game. We beat Manchester by 2-1. We'll have that for you during the first intermission, along with reaction from rink level with someone from the Clan side, with Scott Ancliffe at rink side. Steelers attacking with purpose, and Dowd is shoved down, but nothing wrong with that play.
No, good defensive play, one-on-one playing the man, definitely. But Sheffield retain possession here and keep the pressure on.
Dowd again. It's just the awkward-looking stumble that really drew the crowd's ire, but pass was intended towards Dowd, but he was all tied up. He might get onto this one, but again, he's checked out of the way. Now the Clan will see the pass intercepted. O'Connor does this so well. Stepping forward, plays it to Nelson. Good kick, saves Zakowski. Got his right pad down and kept it out. Pressure's building though. David Phillips, little deflection that takes it away from goal. It was O'Connor that found himself well forward. Pass into the crease, Valdix!
And O'Connor still being caught forward and making a great play to on the goal there. You look at Sheffield, how they were struggling on their 2 goals against him, and now Braehead is guilty of doing the exact same thing. Turnovers that don't get the play out and the puck out. O'Connor fortunate to stay down low. Another good little spin move, knowing where everybody is on the ice. A great little back pass through, and then just a nice finish through the 5-hole by Valdix. You know, nice little touch play, but again, Braehead this time guilty of not getting the puck out and controlling it properly. So, you know, you can see the problems that both teams seem to have in their own ends at the minute, with defensemen not clearing the zone.
Huge contribution from Andreas Valdix last weekend down at the Sky Dome, and he's leveled things up here tonight. It's been a terrific first period. So much action, so many incidents. Here's Bjorklund under pressure. McKenzie is in hard on him. And it'll be Nielsen who takes over. Marcus Nielsen carrying it all the way forward. And still he goes. Still with Nielsen. Now Davien. Nielsen has to take it out of the zone. Jonathan Phillips hustling, trying to get out of the zone as quickly as he can. Yorkland cross ice. That'll slide down the boards and out of the zone. It's gathered in by Haywood. The rest of his team goes for a line change. Well, he's got to try and hold it in the corner. He's not done a bad job. Should be able to see the period out for his team. We're inside the final few seconds. Clan can't get it out of the corner for one last shooting attempt. Phillips is happy to freeze it. And the period comes to a close, and what a period it's been. A penalty shot inside the first 2 minutes, which Zakowski saved up against Debian. But then goals from Hammond and Pitt put the Clan 2 in front. Fretter on the power play, and Valdix in the final minute of the period, levelling things up. So I'm pleased to say that Scott Ancliffe has been able to grab a chat with Matt Keith, so we'll throw it down to rink level now. Scott, all yours.
So I'm joined by Matt Keith. What were your thoughts on the opening period, Matt?
We came out, we had a good first 10 minutes. Took a couple penalties there that we didn't need to take, and turnovers. And that killed us the last 2 goals, and I think that we know we can be better. This is a game that we want. We've talked about it enough. We want this game, and it's up to us to get after it here.
A penalty shot with the opening 2 minutes is not something you see very often, especially so early into the game. How big was that save from Mike Zakowski?
Yeah, it was a huge save. I didn't see the play, but anytime you get a penalty shot the first couple minutes into the game, obviously it could be a huge momentum swing, but that was a big one. Big save for us, and it got us going. Get up 2-0, that's big, and need to regroup here and build.
So what will your message be, and Ryan Finnity's message to the boys in the locker room at the end of this period?
I think just being smart with the puck, making good decisions, and getting the puck out when we're supposed to, get it in deep when we're supposed to, make them play down low, don't let them set up offensively. They're a good offensive team. Don't let them play in our end, make them play in their own zone where they don't want to play.
Thanks for joining us on Steelers TV Live.
Cheers, thank you.
On the outskirts of Glasgow, straddling the Clyde in Scotland's west, is our Purple Army with Glasgow Clan written on our crest. We come from Scotland and England, Canada, America, Sweden, Denmark and more answer the call and proudly share the motto that hockey is for all. Together we clan. Some of our rivals are large in number, some are wealthy, some are old. But the bold clansmen from Glasgow know that all that glitters isn't gold. We raise our voices, stand as one. Oh, they'll know the clan are coming. And with our army at their door, they'll complain about the drumming. Together we grow stronger and strive towards our fate, relishing the opportunity to punch above our weight. Together we clan. Hit followed check, followed shot, followed slap. The passion, the action, the hockey was back. Into the fire of the EIHL furnace, Clan's 10th season had begun in earnest. Victories against rivals from the east, forcing men of steel to bend the knee, staring devils in the eye and sending giants back into the sea. Together we clan. The battle soon grew hard, and we were wounded, and we were bruised, and we took the flak. But it's not the defeat that defines you, but the strength with which you bounce back. Together we clan. A clan is a community, a family with a common goal, and our clan is our sustenance, feeds our hunger, fills our soul. Together we clan. So we eat of that pain, and eat of it hearty, 'cause when others would self-pity, we plan to party. For we know that day is coming. Again together, every child, woman and man, we know that day is coming, because together we clan.
My name's John Strange. I'm the Managing Director here at Asprey Glasgow West, proud sponsors of the Glasgow Clan for the past couple of years, and very excited to be the title sponsor for this coming year. So Asprey, what do we do? Well, Asprey help people make successful buildings insurance claims. So that's anything from fire, flood, escape of water, burst pipes, criminal damage, malicious damage, any kind of damage that your building suffers and you think, I'm going to have to make an insurance claim on this. then get in touch with us right away for help and advice. We manage the claim from the very start to the very end, and the good news for you, the homeowner, is that if we manage the claim from start to finish, there's absolutely no charge to you for our service. Obviously, we're very passionate about supporting the clan here at Asprey Glasgow West, but we want to also be able to support the fans. So when you call us, please make sure you mention Glasgow Clan, and we'll give you a £100 voucher towards your policy excess payment. I hope to see everyone again very soon at the hockey. Take care and stay safe.
loving having Saturday night hockey back. And she's grateful to have the live webcast back. Well, we're grateful to be able to bring it to you. Remember, the Steelers are down in Cardiff tomorrow. If you can't get down to Cardiff, then there's Ice Time TV. You'll be able to watch that webcast. And we thank Clan TV for giving us the highlights to show during the first intermission break. Home doubleheader for the Steelers next weekend. The Belfast Giants are in town. What big games those will be. And the news from around the Elite League at the moment is that the Giants are leading by 2-0 against the Stars at the end of the first period. Coventry and Cardiff are tied at 2, just like we are here. And 5 lead Manchester by a solitary goal up in Kirkcaldy.
For your Sheffield Steelers!
So here we go, ready for the second period of action. Jonathan Fernley alongside Ron Shudra with Scott Ancliffe at rink level. Matt Haywood has dropped his stick from the opening face-off, and that's lying in the Sheffield Steelers zone, left wing side. He's gone to the bench to pick up another one, and play will be with the Steelers on the far side. War under pressure from McKenzie. Now Fitzgerald. Trying to turn away from Haywood. And forward to Fretter. Flips it forward. Avoids hitting the netting, it just stays in play. Steelers will make a change over on the far side. Pass off the glass into neutral ice. Clan can't control it, Fretter can. Trying to go for the cross ice dump, and that's intercepted by the Clan and fed forward at the cost of an icing whistle.
Yeah, you look at Braehead's breakout there. Pretty simple breakout play from the defenseman up to Sheffield's blue line. They pop a guy on the blue line there looking for a touchback pass to a winger streaking down the boards, or the possibility of just a chip in to relieve pressure in a hurry. So they can catch a team if they're not watching the neutral zone and the middle of the ice.
Shot count was 14-10 in the Steelers' favour during that first period. Offensive zone face-off for the Steelers, and they will win the puck. Dowd trying to hold it away from Baldwin. Still with Dowd, trying to feed it across to Nelson. Controlled with the skates, couldn't get a shot off. Keith was all over him, and that clearing attempt will go down the ice.
And Nelson's going to get the penalty for slashing there. A bit of a retaliation penalty. You can see the referee there showing that he turns around and slashes him. So Levi's got to take a little bit of stock take as well. You know, he's one of those players that likes to play right on the edge, and sometimes retaliates a little bit that he doesn't think as much. He's checking his hand right now, saying the same sort of thing. We get a slash on the hand, but referees are smart. They tend to see the retaliation, don't they?
Paul Thompson will be so frustrated at a penalty like that. You've just got back-to-back icing calls, the penalty team in, and then it's an offensive zone penalty, a retaliation penalty.
Yeah. It checks all the boxes for a bad penalty, doesn't it? 200 feet away from your own net with a bit of pressure, and you take that penalty on a real nothing play.
Got Gordon and Sharon watching in Kilmarnock, they're Clan fans. And we've got Sandra and Malcolm watching in on their first webcast. They're watching in with Nick and Vic. And Callum is another Clan fan watching in Ayr, hoping for a 4-point weekend. We've got Clan fans in Helensburgh. Pamela is watching in. And we've got Neve, Dave, Matt, and Natalie and Nicola watching in Dronfield. And Sandra on the sofa. Rather have been here. She's still cheering on the Steelers.
Big important kill here for the Steelers, and right away off the face-off, Phillips doesn't get the puck out. Just same thing that happened with Braehead when Sheffield scored.
Clan 0 for 1 on the power play in the first period. That shot is lifted off target. Jonathan Phillips still got good speed and still such a strong penalty killer. Has been over the years for the Steelers, for Team GB. One of the many things that he does so well. Franson steps forward, gets a shot on target just about. Fans really appreciating the penalty-killing efforts of the Steelers captain. And it's Levitt who'll bring it forward. On for Arson. Sent across, Ferrara trying to make life awkward for Becker. And now Fitzgerald. That one takes a kick off the referee, and that's fortunate for the Steelers. Finnity's frustrated, and Tom Darnell is apologetic. Here's Becker again. Arson feeds it through traffic, it gets off a couple of nicks and then hits Mustakov on the pads. Cowick's having his, well, he's got his stick all tangled up. Shot from Becker is kicked away. Not sure if there was a holding the stick penalty in there somewhere, but certainly a bit of a tangle in either case. Final 40 seconds of Clan power play. Levitt goes for the shot and Mustakovs has got it trapped underneath the pads.
Great, yeah, go on, sorry.
Let's get the official call on that Steelers penalty with Scott Ancliffe.
Yeah, the penalty on the play, Levi Nelson gets a 2-minute slashing minor, timed at 21 minutes and 10 seconds. That's the second penalty of the night for the Steelers.
Giants have gone 3-0 up on the Stars. It's looking like it'll be a home victory in the early stages over at the SSE. The Giants have been on really good form recently, and they could possibly go top of the table tonight. They're on 48 points, the Devils on 49. They have played more games, but it's been Devils all the way for the last couple of months. Opportunity that the Giants might be able to change that order. 3-0 up against a team that's not in the playoff spots at home. It's a pretty good start for them. Cowick. Final 20 seconds of 5-on-4 for Braehead. Carlson, they've got the play set up. Hammond across. One-timer, Mustakov slides across and blocks. David Phillips up the boards, needs a little bit of help from Armstrong. Puck is kicked forward by Carlson, and now the breakaway pass, which Wah can't gather in. It'll slide through to Zakowski. Carlson, penalty on Nelson comes to an end, and we're back to 5-on-5 hockey. The Steelers penalty kill, which has struggled at times this season, it's below 80%. And started with a couple of kills in this one.
Just going back, looking at the bench, we don't see Hagos back on the bench yet, so looks like he's done for the evening as of right now, so maybe we'll get a bit of word on him.
Interesting to see what that means for Liam Kirk's ice time as well, whether the Steelers will go back to centres and pairs of wingers, which has been their go-to lineup in recent weeks when players have been absent. Of course, Ratchuk back on D tonight with Coyle serving his one-game suspension following his match penalty for fighting on Sunday night. Busy week for Dops this week, with as Hayward blocks that one. 7 incidents for them to review following the weekend's fixtures. Here's Pitt. Drop back, opportunity. Oh, and Mustakos kicks out a pad, and it's important to deny Forsberg. Now here comes Dowd. Trying to drive around Wharton, still Robert Dowd. It's good, strong play from Wharton. Stayed on him but didn't hold him. And now the Steelers will break in. Desbiens, he's had a breakaway chance and missed it, and he can't take this one either. And then he plays it behind the netminder. And it was a chance to try and bank it in off his back, and it didn't quite work out. The net has come just a little bit loose.
A nice little play here, a quick transition play, like we said, coming off the bench. I think Desbiens come off the bench, and Doughty doesn't actually see him. He ends up flipping the puck to him, but you know, some great acceleration by the big fella, and again, good body position, puck position, and again, just getting the end of the glove on it, just like the penalty shot. Just not quite enough leverage on the puck to be able to get it to the top part of the net.
Took it glove side that time rather than going across and trying to flick it across the body, but that's twice now that Michael Zakowski has made good saves from Guillaume Desbiens. Desbiens to Valdix. And now the Steelers are into the zone. Ratchuk's up in support. The save is made. The follow-up shot is crowded out. Becker getting there just before Valdix.
Ratchuk back up into a forward position. So yeah, again, lines have shuffled around a little bit, haven't they?
Try going with 5D and Ratchuk as the extra winger. Bjorklund jumps high but can't glove it, and that'll get Hammond interested. He's pressed into the wall by Franson. Nice reverse from Desbiens. That's got the Steelers moving forward. Desbiens wants the pass on the near side. He called for it but couldn't find a way of getting it through to him. Franson wasn't expecting the drop pass from Ratchuk. It's been a feature at times of Mike Ratchuk's play, is that he's so creative and willing to try so many things that often his teammates I'm quite ready and waiting for it.
Yeah, it can be. I mean, but if you look where the position of that play happens, 2 feet inside of the blue line, not the best of positions.
Turnover. Here's Hammond. Looks around for options and doesn't see anything.
Long shift by Hammond there. He needs to get off the ice, or maybe would have had a bit better opportunity.
Couldn't find a route to goal. Maybe didn't have the legs. O'Connor across. Phillips. Armstrong.
We might find that as the game goes on. If Braehead legs tend to go on them, they're leaning heavily on their first line with Cowick and that. So if they continue on with two lines sort of thing, and a game last night with some traveling makes it very, very difficult tonight.
Clan coming into this game with 60 and 9 forwards, just rolling 3 lines. The Steelers a few more bodies than that, but of course they've lost Hagos in the early stages of this one. The 11th minute that he went down. Of course the Steelers did score on that power play, but really like Jared Hagos back out there as well. So this is just a 1-game suspension for Jace Coyle. He'll be back in the Steelers lineup tomorrow night. Here comes Nielsen. Plenty of energy as always. Trying to get it towards Wah. Keith steps back and intercepted. Made some really good defensive plays in this game, Matt Keith. Oh, turned over. Oh, and Nielsen had a little bit more time than he thought.
Yeah, you look at who's that on there. Was it Levitt there? A little bit guilty on the little soft play that we saw from Ratchuk as well. Same sort of little soft play, looking for that soft area in the seam. And unfortunately, doesn't see Nielsen coming back through on a bit of a back check and putting some pressure on. It's a bit unfortunate that he doesn't get a bit more on the play, but again, the pace seems to be picking up a little bit, and Sheffield seemed to finding legs early in this period.
There's Quast under pressure, persistent, but it's Nelson who emerges in possession. And Quast is good. He's had a good impact on the Clan since arriving. Very astute mid-season pickup by Ryan Finnerty. Meanwhile, here's Dowd. Shot is just off target, but Sikowski helps it on its way. And we have another stoppage.
I think he might be calling, closing his hand on the puck there a little bit, but it's always difficult to knock it down. You saw Robbie Dowd coming through the high slot. They're doing exactly the same thing to keep control of it, and then I was doing the same thing as well. But it all starts when you have power and you got speed and you got the ability to attack seams from the left and from the right, and you've got a lot of players on Sheffield's team that can do that. Where you look at Braehead, they look for openings, and they're trying to be a bit more creative on passes and getting the players to be sprung wide for one-timers and stuff. So, two different sort of styles of play, but both can be very, very effective.
Nelson is going to step in and take this face-off after Dowd is ejected. Nelson nearly jumped too soon. Now David Phillips will have to chase. McKenzie is closing in quickly. Phillips is hit awkwardly in the corner. Back to his skates now, but it's the Clan on the puck. Shot comes through and Mustakov reaches out to turn it away. After Carlson unleashed the big blast. Baldwin towards goal. It comes back to Cowick. Oh, and Mustakov's got a little piece of that to turn it around the post. Big collision in the corner. Meanwhile, Dowd skates across the red and now across the blue. Good poke check to knock it away. Clearing attempt from Baldwin. And then Nelson recovers on the back check. Big save from Mustakovs moments ago to deny Cowick. Again, it's the Clan fans who make the noise. Sikowski just to the sideboards, and the puck will work out for the Clan. Here's Keith. Gonna drive around the outside. Fitzgerald sticking with him. Nelson coming across and lending his support. Levitz watching on. That puck is frozen against the wall, so it gives us a chance to check in on a few more of your tweets. Harry would like us to tell the Hunters that we've got him hooked on ice hockey, and he's watching in on the webcast. We've got Heather and Ross O'Hagan watching the webcast in Erskine. They're purple and proud Clan fans. And we've got another Clan fan. Myri is watching in with mum, dad, boyfriend in Glasgow. We thank everyone who has tuned in to the live stream tonight. Remember, if you missed any of the action, the full download of this game will be available later on, either late tonight or tomorrow morning. Just log back into the Steelers TV website with your login usual details, and the game will be available for you in your archive, and you can download it and keep it forever.
Sheffield again guilty of a turnover that nearly cost them on a bit of a simple play. You know, again, you watch the speed of both teams when they get in on the defense. They're there in a hurry. So if you're not moving the puck quickly and you're taking that little extra time to look around, you're going to be in trouble. And it's proved it right now.
4 goals in the first period, but nothing so far as we approach the midpoint of the second. Situation around the Elite League. Currently, Belfast 3, Dundee 0, Coventry 2, Cardiff 2, and 5-1 Manchester 0. The latest for you from around the Elite League tonight. No games for Edinburgh or Nottingham. Levitt kick from this face-off, so Keith will step in to face off up against John Armstrong. Good goal scoring form recently, John Armstrong. On to 21 for the season now. 21 for the Clan. Sullivan's been dispossessed. Here comes Franson. Oh, he couldn't quite control it as he attacked the puck hard. Oh, played the pass into the slot and there was no one in orange waiting. That'll get Osberg moving forward across the line. Flipped high and no one seems to know where it's going to land. In the end, it was in amongst the crowd and Bjorklund was the one who controlled it and got the Sealers moving forward again. Armstrong into Ratchup, taken away from him by Quast. Hammond, passes deflected. Armstrong bouncing around off skates at the moment, and the Steelers finally get it under control. Wow, for Desbiens, and Desbiens through once more. Oh, and Desbiens is denied for a third time tonight by Zakowski.
A great stick there by Zakowski, but a little bit snake bitten, but a great play off the boards from Waugh. A little touch pass back, and Desbiens using his strength and his long reach to get the puck around the player, and then driving this time back across the seam. But unfortunately, the poke check comes out and gets him this time.
Crowd frustrated. They thought that Waugh was going to win that race on the icing call. We get another replay of that Desbiens opportunity. Good use of the stick from Zakowski. We've seen that from both netminders in this game now.
They're both quality netminders. They're big guys. They're in position. You know, you have to do something pretty special to beat either one of them. So, you know, it's one of those games where, you know, you're not going to get some great opportunities on them, but the ones that you do get, you're going to need to try to put them in the back of the net.
Save percentage for Zakowski, just a fraction under 90% coming into this game. Good performance tonight. We'll see him into the 90s. Oh, that's going to be a penalty. David Phillips. Looks like he's going to be guilty of a boarding call soon as well.
It's going to be a roughing penalty as he pushes Haywood, a bit of a cross-check from behind. So we can see it here, a bit better play. Yeah, it's more of a push than a cross-check. But again, yeah, straight through the numbers, and you can see Haywood's going headfirst into the boards. You know, again, it's a dangerous play, but you know, there's nothing malicious on it. The players are pretty much body to body, and it's a push. But as we said before, any sort of push where you see the player going forward into the boards, is most likely going to be called a boarding penalty or a cross-checking penalty or a checking from behind penalty.
Third power play opportunity for the Clan. They're 0 for 2 so far. Their power play just a fraction below 19% on the season. One of the better ones in the league.
Steelers penalty, cross-checking minor, 13.
Just having a little bit of trouble with the clock by the scenes, but trying to get the 2-minute penalty up here, which is why the bit of the delay here. So, you know, we go back to Braehead's last penalty or power play that they had. They had Cowick stood in front of the net. They're a very, very big guy coming in, getting in the way of Mustakos. And I think it was Becker that come across the high slot and just sliding one in between feet. And you know, it's a great play if you get the puck through. And obviously the goaltender never knows when it's coming.
Fitzgerald clears this down on the ice. It gives us a chance to check in on the official call of the penalty.
Yeah, the penalty going the way of the Steelers. Number 13, David Phillips. He sits out a 2-minute cross-checking minor, timed at 30 minutes and 38 seconds.
Becker. Is it behind the goal? Fitzgerald, a big collision with Levitt. Stick breaks in half. It's Fitzgerald's stick. And the Steelers will bring this one out of the zone. Nielsen puts the brakes on at centre ice and flips it forward. The Steelers have got to get back in a hurry here. Here's Levitt. Clan are streaking forward, including Keith. Oh, and he doesn't get to it, and then he goes climbing up on top of the net.
Yeah, he does. Keith does a great job driving the net, but then you can also see the professionalism. They're trying to actually not take the netminder out. You know, Sheffield get caught on a real bad long line change by the D here, and you know, Levitt makes a great little soft pass through to the middle of the ice. great job by Ben O'Connor coming back there to take the stick away and stop that opportunity coming through.
That is a terrific stick lift, no doubt. You should get a really good view of it on the replay here, with the news coming into us that the Cardiff Devils have taken the lead again down at the Sky Dome. They were 1-0 up, they were 2-1 down, back to 3-2 in front. It was Cardiff Devils in the second period.
It was the same time we did last broadcast when Cardiff was down in Coventry. It seemed to be to have an awful lot of trouble with them. So, well, it's good for the rest of the league if someone is stepping up and worrying them a bit, isn't it?
Cardiff have already lost at home twice in overtime to the Cardiff Devils. Sorry, the Cardiff Devils lost at home twice in overtime to Coventry. Although Cardiff have won both fixtures at the Sky Dome.
Real good patient build-up by Braehead to try to draw Sheffield out of position to get them opened up to gain that zone.
Kicks forward, and it'll come to Debian, who's been prominently involved in this game. And again, he'll attack the goal. He tries to play it across in front, and again there's a big collision. And Debian tried to use the goalpost as a break, and in the end he actually fell on the back of Zajkowski. I think he's going to be okay. It's another unfortunate collision.
Yeah, you look at the big body again. I mean, he's such a big guy and a heavy player. When he gets crossover and driving, it's very, very tough. I mean, you look at Baldwin's not the smallest of guys, is he? Coming across there, and Debian trying to drive through underneath the seam to create something, and then has a nice little soft area to land on, doesn't he?
4-0 up now, the Belfast Giants over Dundee. Looks like the Giants are romping to victory. They're still in the second period, as we are here. Final 20 seconds of Clan power play with David Phillips in the box. Fitzgerald hammers it up the boards, takes a soft bounce. It'll stay comfortably in the zone for the Clan to set up perhaps one final power play opportunity. Arson, Becker sees his shot well charged down. The Steelers will get this one out of the zone through Armstrong. It's Franson who made the block, and he's up in the rush as well. Fed to the side of the goal and gathered in by Zajkowski, as the penalty, which you may be hearing on the announcement, is coming to an end.
Yeah, a great brave play down in this end by Franson on the block, and then using his legs to get up into play and giving himself an opportunity to get back into right away with a nice little center line drive. And then a little soft pass through to the net. Unfortunately, didn't work out for him. But good transition play from a block shot to get up on the horses and get going down the other end of the ice.
Puck not clear by the Clan from the face-off, and again it's McKenzie who is off in pursuit. Now Armstrong played across. Oh, he was just into the skates of War, and he couldn't take it with him. See the intention from the Steelers. It didn't work out. Here come the Clan back the other way. Cowick, nice little pass off the back of the goal. The net has come loose. Mustakov doesn't realise it, and now Darnell does.
You go back to that face-off there, and Haywood. That's twice that Haywood's been smart enough to know that McKenzie's got some pretty good wheels on him, and twice in a row from this narrow side here, he's actually forced that puck hard through to the far side for McKenzie to break. And what it does, it puts the offside defenseman under an awful lot of pressure, and you see what can happen after that. You end up getting zone time and the opportunity for a decent shot on net.
He's bounced around the Elite League. Barry McKenzie has iced for quite a few clubs during his time with the Clan at the moment. Mustakov gets back to his post as the whistle goes once again, and the net comes loose, and it's a regular problem here at IceSheffield, and I gather it was a regular problem last night at the Braehead Arena.
Well, it's like anything. You've got the half breakaway netting here, just or the net, so that you don't have the collisions that they have on the nets that they used to have. But the nets are equal for both teams, and unfortunately, you've got big goalies that are pushing up against these posts that have a lot of power in their legs and in their body, and it's very easy for them to move the net.
The ice isn't. Well, it's a spike rather than a peg here at IceSheffield, I believe.
Yeah, it's only a little spike. It's only about probably half an inch, if that, in length. So if it's not knocked into the net, then it does come loose pretty easy.
Mustakov saves the long range shot, but the Clan get onto it in the corner with Levitt, and then intercepted. Opportunity now for Osberg to feed it across. Mustakovs didn't realise where it was. He went deep into his crease.
Yeah, fought it off big time.
Grateful for the Steelers now breaking out the other way. Nelson moves it across. Oh, they try the return pass as Valdix, and he gets deflected away. And the Steelers have got 4 caught down the ice, and the Clan will break in. Becker trying to feed it across. Oh, it was too far beyond Keith.
Yeah, just before that play happened, Levitt goes off the ice here, holding his wrist or his hand. He's being treated on the bench at the minute. So, you know, he blocks a shot in behind the net, the clearing pass, and sets up a play. But, you know, he's paid the price. He's down on the bench now and have to keep an eye on that one as well.
Played out by Wharton. Dowd can't take it in just yet because Valdix is way into the Clan zone. Steelers will take the opportunity to send it in and change. At the end of the second period, we'll have reaction for you from the Sheffield Steelers camp. Our man at rink level, Scott Ancliffe, will be checking in with us. And of course, we'll have reaction from the Steelers at the end of the game with the Steelers man of the match. As Nielsen drives forward and didn't realise the puck wasn't on his stick. Ratchuk is dispossessed in the corner, and the Clan work this out. There's room on the near side. Wharton, long pass out, and it's a good one to Pitt. Hammond with him. Pitt still holds on, and now gets it to Wharton. Oh, Wharton let it go past him and couldn't control it as it bounced back through his legs off the boards. He's trying to hold Desbiens up. Did just about as good a job as you can without interfering. The pass goes astray. Nielsen. Phillips, oh, he was looking for a shot, and it was off target, and maybe the backdoor pass to what might have been a better play. Bjorklund. Kenzie's in, making life difficult. The Steelers should get this one clear. Backhanded out by Ferrara. Phillips couldn't control. And it's Clan possession once more. Cowick knocks it down with the glove. Ferrara's right with him. Oh, that's going to be a penalty. Yeah, Armstrong was taken down.
Yeah, going to be a bit more of a tripping penalty than a body contact penalty. I think they're a bit of an awkward stumble and fall into the boards with the stick got underneath. But Sheffield breaks again here with the netminder pulled.
Mustakov's on the bench, 6 on 5, and the Clan get onto possession. And so we'll find out what it is that Tom Darnell wants to decide here, as we tell you that Belfast are now 5 in front of the Dundee Stars.
Yeah, you got a stick caught up underneath the feet of Armstrong in the corner here. But again, Sheffield don't clear the puck very well, and it puts undue pressure on themselves here. It's more of a, it's an awkward hook and trip sort of play, but again, there's nothing malicious about it. It's not a follow through from behind. It's just happens to be where it is, where the player doesn't have anywhere to get his balance back. So, Sheffield need to get something on the power play here. They've not had an awful lot of power play time here, and they need to get some good possession and work some zone time.
Steelers scored on their only power play of the game in the first period. That was through Colton Fretter, and he's out there. It's the same unit that made the Steelers power play goal in the first period. While Armstrong, Dowd and O'Connor. Here is O'Connor. Fretter with the shot, but lands at the side of the goal. It's flipped across, and the net has come free again.
Yeah, the best play in hockey, that one, it seems, so far here at IceSheffield. But again, it's working for both sides. Like I said before, both netminders are big and strong, and we saw it with Coventry and Stewart doing the same sort of thing at the arena, pushing nets off and things here and there. So, again, you work in the puck hard, but it's a bit unfortunate if you look at the way the puck came across it. It doesn't bounce off Baldwin and go in his own net. So, some great pressure again. Sheffield again set it up early and look for those options.
Steelers continue to leave that top unit out there. O'Connor. Armstrong off target. Dowd. Fretter. Dowd again. Switched across to O'Connor. Armstrong. Down low. Fretter trying to squeeze one in. It's well blocked. Sullivan got across and got his stick in the lane. Long shot comes through, and Zakowski falls forward and covers.
Yeah, a bit of a tough option there for Armstrong to take. He's a long way out on a half slap shot here. He does have time and space in front of him to take the area, but he doesn't have anybody in front. So to be fair, Braehead goalie should come up with that all the time. I was looking for a high tip there, but if you look, anywhere within 6-8 feet, even Fretter coming in there, he's still a little bit slow for a rebound if it pops out.
Pleased to say we've got Peter Anderson and the Valdix family watching in tonight from Sweden. Valdix is out on the ice now, the second power play unit for the Steelers, as Mustakovs has to deal with a long-range shot on goal. And here's Bjorklund. Still 45 seconds for the Sheffield Steelers on the man advantage. So here in the Cardiff Devils are now 4-2 in front of the Coventry Blaze. Steelers into the offensive zone. Bjorklund calls for it and gets it. Switch back across. Bjorklund sets up the one-timer. Save is made. The rebound was really loose, and the Steelers couldn't take advantage.
A great stretching pass and save there. You know, you can see how easy it is to stretch the team side to side. But that's a great save by Braehead's goalie, getting a piece of that.
And the defense coming to the rescue on the rebound that came. Franson in a tight spot at his own blue line. Here's Valdix. Skips by Nelson, and that'll allow the Clan a chance to clear up the near side boards, which they take. The penalty comes to an end. McKenzie steps back out. So McKenzie 2 for tripping was the call. That penalty has now been served. The Steelers drop to 1 for 2 with a man advantage tonight. Clan 0 for 3 on their power plays, including 2 of them in this period. Meanwhile, here comes Haywood, himself a Sheffield Steeler briefly back in the day. O'Connor intercepts from Hammond, and it'll be Armstrong now who looks up, gives it to Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald carries on the skate. Puck is sent near side. It'll come to Armstrong. Whip back across. And it was just behind its target. Armstrong once more. Wah. No way to get it to Fretter. It goes to Armstrong instead. O'Connor's waiting at the blue line. Armstrong wants to keep hold of it. Doesn't want to go backwards, tries to play it forwards. Out of the zone by Hammond. Remember, Scott Ancliffe will be live at rink level at the end of the first period with the Sheffield Steelers trying to apply some pressure late in this second session. Oh, and that one has gone straight out. That's going to be delay of game. Yeah,
nothing. That's not what Braehead wanted this to happen here with under a minute to go. I mean, that's just a bit of a tired sort of lax play. It happens, unfortunately, sometimes late in the periods. But you know, again, a good pressure here by Sheffield, and he's not got an awful lot of opportunity if he stays on his forehand and brings the puck around this way, and then he's got all the time in the world there to make a good play and then just shoots it into the crowd.
Question has come in. Any news on Hagos? Well, as yet, we don't have any. We'll try and get Scott to find some out from the Steelers locker room, although I suspect it would be certainly a head injury. Whether it's confirmed as a concussion or not, I don't know whether we'll get that information or not, but we'll try and get that information to you. So the power play will, of course, split across the periods if the Steelers can't make anything happen. As Nelson kicks that one onto his own bench and nearly takes out Brad Day.
What was it, Brad, or was it his Brad Day's look-alike?
Yeah. There's a lot of hair on that side of the bench. Particularly when Matthew was next to them with a big beard as well.
Lots of styling products.
Preferring the more trimmed look up here on the balcony, on the commentary team with you on Steelers TV Live. And here's Valdix. Baldwin beaten by Valdix first time round, but was there to intercept. Final 15 seconds of the period. The Steelers going to be aggressive and look for one last shooting opportunity. They'll send it into the corner and time will tick away. It's Carlson trying to freeze it against the wall. Steelers will get the puck out, but not in time to do anything with it. They'll be on the power play in the start of the third period, but it's been a scoreless second, and after the frantic action we saw in the first, the quality hasn't raised up too much, Ron, but it's still a very, very tight game.
On the outskirts of Glasgow, straddling the Clyde in Scotland's west, is our Purple Army with Glasgow Clan written on our crest. We come from Scotland and England, Canada, America, Sweden, Denmark and more answer the call and proudly share the motto that hockey is for all. Together we clan. Some of our rivals are large in number, some are wealthy, some are old, but the bold clansmen from Glasgow know that all that glitters isn't gold. We raise our voices, stand as one, oh they'll know the clan are coming, and with our army at their door, they'll complain about the drumming. Together we grow stronger and strive towards our fate, relishing the opportunity to punch above our weight. Together we clan. Hit followed check, followed shot, followed slap. The passion, the action, the hockey was back. Into the fire of the EIHL furnace, Clan's 10th season had begun in earnest. Victories against rivals from the east, forcing men of steel to bend the knee, staring devils in the eye and sending giants back into the sea. Together we clan. The battle soon grew hard, and we were wounded, and we were bruised, and we took the flak. But it's not the defeat that defines you, but the strength with which you bounce back. Together we clan. A clan is a community, a family with a common goal, and our clan is our sustenance, feeds our hunger, fills our soul. Together we clan. So we eat of that pain, and eat of it hearty, 'cause when others would self-pity, we plan to party. For we know that day is coming. Again together, every child, woman and man. We know that day is coming, because together we clan.
My name's John Strange. I'm the Managing Director here at Asprey Glasgow West, proud sponsors of the Glasgow Clan for the past couple of years, and very excited to be the title sponsor for this coming year. So Asprey, what do we do? Well, Asprey help people make successful buildings insurance claims. So that's anything from fire, flood, escape of water, burst pipes, criminal damage, malicious damage, any kind of damage that your building suffers and you think, I'm going to have to make an insurance claim on this, then get in touch with us right away for help and advice. We manage the claim from the very start to the very end, and the good news for you, the homeowner, is that if we manage the claim from start to finish, there's absolutely no charge to you for our service. Obviously, we're very passionate about supporting the clan here at Asprey Glasgow West, but we want to also be able to support the fans. So when you call us, please make sure you mention Glasgow Clan, and we'll give you a £100 voucher towards your policy excess payment. I hope to see everyone again very soon at the hockey. Take care and stay safe.
We have a good start here, hopefully, for Sheffield coming out on a power play with good, clean ice. The only problem is the typical Sheffield ice here tends to be wet down in the corner. So, you know, Sheffield have to get a good start here. If they can get the puck in early and start the pressure off and build from that and hopefully get one towards the net and try and sneak one through the netminder.
Always seems like because of the enforced break that penalties that are split over periods don't tend to result in goals as often as you might expect, even though you've got a long period of, you know, a minute and 10 to come. Never seems to be quite as effective as some other times during the game.
Yeah, it's just a momentum thing. I think it breaks it up a little bit, and any momentum you gain tends to stop.
Of course, completely fresh penalty killers following the intermission. Meanwhile, it's Fretter. McKenzie is in there with his stick. While trying to help out, it'll be O'Connor who keeps it in the zone. Across to the far side. Steelers trying to switch it back across. Oh, it's just knocked away from Armstrong. Important stick down was that of Carlson.
Yeah, tough little pass there by Robbie Dowd, trying to go through 4 players.
Steelers gain the zone with Fretter. He tried to lift it forward for Dowd. It was a good interception from Baldwin. Now O'Connor. Shoot, it bounced off the leg of Carlson. Keith trying to knock it away, and it is cleared out by Baldwin. Quick transition, and War's gone too soon. Yeah, and that brings things to a stop.
Good job by Mustakovs to recognize the situation and try and push the play back up. You know, anytime you can push the play, no matter where it is, if it's just that little chip that comes sort of 5 or 6 or 7 feet out, you want to get it back in the zone as quick as you can.
Just quickly check in with Scott Ancliffe. We believe, Scott, I don't know if you can confirm that Hagos is out for the rest of the game. Can you confirm that for us?
Yeah, I can confirm Hagos won't return to the game. I tried to find out as to the reasons why, but both Steelers equipment and Andy Akers, equipment manager, was keeping a bit tight-lipped, so he is done for the game, but we're not sure why.
What we suspected is that hit to the head as Dowd brings it forward. Backhand attempt was well blocked away by Warren, and then Clan will clear it all the way down, and that will kill the penalty. Last it was who was serving the delay of game minor. Now here comes Valdix across the line as we play 5-on-5. The early stages of the third period. A tied game here for you on Steelers TV Live. Deflected away from his goal by Sullivan. It's Gerald across to meet it. Here's Dowd. Tries to pull a little move, it doesn't work out. It's Hammond who takes it away. He'll go chasing into the corner. He'll get there in front of O'Connor, but O'Connor recovers well. Doesn't get the puck out of the zone though. Gathered by Carlson. Sent towards the goal, and again O'Connor is there with his stick down. The puck never got through to Mustakovs. Nielsen. Pitt made his life difficult. Becker tries to take it across the blue line and can't manage it. Here's Dowd. Jonathan Phillips. Arson with him. Pitt doing defensive work as well. Hammond knocks it down. The Clan switch it across to Carlson. No way out of the zone for him. Nielsen made sure of that. Now there is room for the Clan to transition. They're into the offensive zone. Desbiens has his skate down. The Clan's still on it. Trying to get it across towards Orsberg. David Phillips has his stick down. Desbiens trying to kick it away. Keith closes in quickly. Still with the Clan. Fed towards goal. Oh, it took a little deflection and went just wide. And that one is chopped up and it goes into the netting. And we get ourselves a stoppage.
Sheffield looks a little bit a bit slow in their own end. They're guilty of not having that sort of second effort to go after loose pucks, and you can see right from the get-go there when it first gets over the blue line. I think it was Desbiens and Phillips there kind of getting crossed up, and neither one of them wanting to take responsibility and clear the zone.
Score update for you. Early in the third period, Belfast 5, Dundee 0. Late in the second, Coventry 3, Cardiff 5. Steelers will be able to play this one away. And late in the second, it's now 5-2, Manchester 2. Storm coming from 2 back to tie things up in Kirkcaldy. Tried to launch a comeback of their own late last night. Couldn't quite get the equaliser they were seeking, and the Clan held out for 2 points. Stretched the Clan's lead at the top of the Gardner Conference to 8 points. You heard Ryan Finnerty talking pre-game that remains the main aspiration now for the Clan, building momentum for the playoffs with the league title campaign very much over at this stage. Armstrong sees that one deflects, but it will stay in play on the near corner. Which comes to the surprise of a few. Bjorklund Haywood will take it away. He's got Mackenzie in support. Here comes Haywood. Oh, the pass was through Mackenzie. Opportunity for a 2-on-1 that the Clan can't take. Now here's Arson. Steelers trying to make a line change and Mackenzie's trying to make them pay. Barry Mackenzie straight into Mustakovs. Didn't give him a lot to shoot out. The Latvian was aggressive and well out of his blue paint. O'Connor gains the red line and sends it in. The lively boards here kick it straight back out into the slot. And Nelson will try and profit off this. Stick handling, backhand shot and into the body of Zakowski.
Yeah, just before that though, if you watch Sheffield again, guilty on a slow line change and it's given it up. We saw it in the second period, but you know O'Connor quickly back the other way and Len, you said it right nail on the head there with the old lively boards here at IceSheffield. That yellow kickboard is very, very lively, and Nilsson with his great hands, he's very, very good in amongst the players' feet and stick in that. So you know, unfortunately, he doesn't get the puck up again as Debian found that you know halfway up doesn't quite get there, does it?
Here's Pitt, back for Hammond. Puck skips over the stick of Scott Pitt. Fitzgerald immediately under pressure, but the Steelers will transition nicely. Nelson drops it off, and here comes Andreas Valdix. Sent into the crease, and then put over on the follow-up by Fitzgerald. Him crashing on. The puck did come loose off Zakowski. Seen a few rebounds in this game. They haven't been costly for him. His defence has generally got to them first. But this was one that did come back for Zach Fitzgerald.
Yeah, I think he's his own worst enemy on that one. That one's a simple play that's just shot towards the glove and he doesn't handle it. And Fitzgerald, give him credit, you know, making the play from behind his own net to shield the puck and getting in there and getting the play on the net.
From 5-2 down, the Coventry Blaze have got it back to 4-5 now at the Sky Dome. Been involved in a couple of cracking games in the last few weeks. The wraparound attempt from Nielsen is saved by Zakowski. Of course, 6-5. The Blaze went down over at the Sheffield Arena last Saturday night, and then again they led late against the Steelers on Sunday, which the Steelers eventually took in overtime. Had to score a short-handed goal whilst killing a major penalty to get the game tied up. What a turnaround that was.
You can't get any different of a goal or harder goal than that, can you?
Here's Bjorklund. Again, good use of the stick from Zakowski. And that's got Levitt going forward. Phillips under pressure. Steelers knock it up the near side boards, and they will get onto this. Jonathan Phillips trying to stretch it across. It was blocked by Forsberg. And now Bjorklund with time. Phillips sends it goalwards, and this one is into the glove and held on to. Let's check in with Scott Ancliffe. Scott, it seems like there's still a good atmosphere inside this building. How does it sound from down at your level?
Yeah, it's a great atmosphere, big crowd on hand, and obviously an exciting game still to all here at IceSheffield, and a good crowd in hand. So hopefully in the next 15 minutes, plenty more excitement for the fans, and hopefully the game will open up a little.
Really does make a difference here in IceSheffield when the building is full. Big shot from O'Connor and straight into the legs of Cowick. Shows his padding is all in working order. Didn't even flinch, and O'Connor really climbed into that one. Now Fretter can't get past Haywood. Look, is bouncing and bobbling, which is not helpful for the Clan. Here's Fretter. Backhanded on, it was through the crease and past Watt, and then out of the zone. Steelers will switch it to the near side of Ben O'Connor. Armstrong trying to send it towards goal. The Clan have sticks down to block it. And it's Haywood. Not a lot of speed in the breakout so far. Maybe Hammond can inject some now. Trying to keep it away from Bjorklund. Becker arrives in support. Fitzgerald intercepts. That's not a good pass. It's taken away by Pitt. A couple of times the Steelers have tried to play those little passes from that area of the ice and they haven't worked out. Longer pass this time, which won't find its target in Nelson. Hammond gains the zone and then feels like he got a little bit of a slash maybe from Fitzgerald. He was wringing his hand.
Yeah, caught him just on the end of the fingers, and the same sort of thing that Valdix got when he actually broke his fingers. That little slash that rides up the stick and catches you right on the fingertips.
Fitzgerald Steelers moving in with speed, but offside, and the crowd, who are right in line with it, don't look particularly happy. Remember, you can keep your tweets coming in at Steelers TV Live. If you want to get in touch with us, let us know your thoughts on the game or any particular shout-outs or messages at Steelers TV Live.
Ooh, must have been Valdix on this side. We just don't see his feet. It's definitely a close one.
Steelers they feel a little unfortunate in road game in Belfast a couple of weekends ago with an overtime goal that Chris Higgins scored, which replays showed that he was offside.
And when do the video replays come into it over here?
Well, they only come in for goal line incidents, so I don't think that's a reviewable play, even when we do get the cameras installed. The Belfast fans might be thinking back to a famous game in December 2011 when Jeff Legui scored an overtime goal, which looked for all the world like it was offside, but then freeze frame replays showed that maybe it wasn't. The Giants still went on to win the league title that year, so ultimately not costly, but who knows what's going to happen this season. The Steelers trying to chase down the Giants and the Devils. They do still have games in hand, the Steelers, but they will need a little bit of help from other teams. But of course, the game tomorrow down in Cardiff is one that I really feel they need to win if they're going to close the gap on the Devils.
Yeah, they need to start winning the head-to-head games, don't they?
Here's Wah, Bjorklund in support, and it's well blocked by Baldwin. Clan have done such a good job at that tonight. The centering passes the Steelers have tried, they just haven't reached their target. Fretter knocked down behind the play, and then the Clan go offside at the other end of the ice.
That's another head shaker there. We'll see on the replay of that one if we get it. But again, you know, you see the forward stopping up just over the blue line, so it makes it very, very difficult for the other player driving the net. Whoa. Yeah, I don't know.
Looks like the trailing leg's still on the blue line there, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's half are saying yes and half are saying no up here in the box. So again, you know, things happen on the ice pretty quick. So you know, give credit sometimes to the linesman.
Being the linesman must be one of the worst jobs. Everyone talks about the referee, but there's no glory in being a linesman. At least the referee gets the little bit of extra orange on the sleeve and more regular name check. It's one of the few games in Sheffield this season that Paul Staniforth hasn't been on the line for. It's Phil Sewell and James Kavanagh tonight.
He's probably doing a whole game.
Here's Valdix. Now the only one up in the zone. He takes the shot on and it flashes over the glove and over the crossbar, then over the plexiglass, and we get ourselves another stoppage.
IceSheffield is a funny little building to play in. If you watch Valdix come in and look with the Braehead defenseman, he's backed off way too far. But you know, that actually beats the netminder, just misses the net high and wide. It feels when you're on the ice like it's a very tight little building, but it's not. It's the same ice surface and same size building as what they play at the arena. But just the way it's laid out, it seems tight, and you don't think you have as much time as you do.
Got the narrow blue lines as well as the IHF have moved to, which not all of the rinks do.
Yeah, it's all regulation for what it should be in case of the IHF want to do any sort of championship here. So it's one of those buildings. Like I said, it's very very deceiving.
Desbiens, Steelers are just starting to try and turn the screw here. Phillips. Game has to sort of feel that it might just take one to win it from here. And here it comes from Bjorklund. Oh, not quite.
Ends up with Desbiens blocking that shot with some great down low body positioning and body play. But Braehead are doing a fantastic job of keeping the puck to the outside. You said it in the shift before that they've collapsed well and kept that play to the outside and not given Sheffield the opportunity to get a straight on shot. But then they do here with Bjorklund, and it does. It goes off to Desbiens, unfortunately. But the netminder doesn't see a thing, does he?
Desbiens does such a good job at providing a screen. We often talk about Matthew Wah in front of the goal, but Desbiens as strong as any, particularly in 5-on-5 situations. The crowd are really into this one. Appreciate the shift that led to the icing call, and the Steelers now have their top line out against what should be a tiring Clan team as we approach the final 10 minutes of this game. The Steelers haven't had a home fixture go into overtime this season. Fretter send it backhanded into a dangerous area and it chopped around. Still 5 on 5, but there's a power play feel to this as Armstrong fans on it. O'Connor steps forward. Here's Watt. Oh, he tried to shift it to Fretter, and the pass was just a touch off target. O'Connor tried to send it goalwards. It was Keith in the way. Well knocked down by Armstrong. O'Connor. Plan want to try and make a line change. The Steelers will try and attack while they do so. Here's Waugh. Oh, he tried to shoot it near side, and there was a little piece of blocker from Zakowski. Misread of the intentions, and the Steelers turn over possession. McKenzie. And O'Connor there to poke it to the Steelers bench. Fitzgerald steps across and knocks it over the top. That's a nice little play. Fretter. Switching it near side. Fitzgerald. Partially blocked by Carlson. Tangle in the corner, and it's Carlson who emerges with the puck on his stick. Important defensive contribution. He gains the red line and sends it deep. Now he's going to turn and try and get to the bench and complete his change as the Steelers transition out of their own zone with Bjorklund. Well taken on by Dowd. He goes down. No call from referee Darnell. Puck will go up the far side, and Fitzgerald is across on the cover. Bjorklund.
Not seen a lot of Mike Radchuk this period as well. Seems something might be happening with him, or is it because there's been power play?
You're going to get an interference call, and that was right down at Scott Ancliffe's end of the ice. Scott, what did you see of that interference call?
Yeah, unfortunately, John, I didn't catch much of it. I was just watching the play up near the boards, and so unfortunately I didn't catch anything, so sorry about that.
We'll see if our camera does on the replay.
I think what it is it's one of those where the player chips it past the defenseman, and he changes his lane to interfere with him. I think if I read it right from up here, but just going back to the Radchuk thing, he's not been out there, he's not been in and around the play, so I wonder if there's anything wrong with him there.
So the Steelers without Hagos, of course without Coyle through suspension, and potentially now missing Mike Radchuk as well. Maybe the Clan won't be the only team tiring. Tangle in the corner, the Steelers are on the power play. Oh, and Dowd got everything behind that one. Maybe he should have sacrificed a little for some accuracy. He'll get another try here, Dowd. Bounce pass behind the goal to Fretter. Armstrong was in his usual position. Fretter, Waugh, good save. Dowd, good save again. Zakowski with a couple of kick saves as the Steelers build pressure on the power play. The fans are really getting into it. They sense that the go-ahead goal is close. And now the net comes loose.
Surprisingly how the net comes out. But you look at Sheffield's retention of the puck and the ability of them to go back and get the puck once the opportunity has been had, and that's one big thing that you can say with them. It gives them the opportunity to reset and then look again for something. But Armstrong and Waugh and Fretter are working a couple of nice little plays in there where it ends up being Matthew Waugh is pushing off and trying to drag the defenseman in to clear a lane for Armstrong coming in late.
Here's O'Connor. Trying to find a shooting lane, and Zakowski is blocking it.
A little bit of afterthoughts there, a little bit of a quick whistle as the puck seemed to go in behind the netminder, and Fretter just puts it in the net to cause a little bit of a stir. But it's again, you look at the opportunities that Sheffield have. They've got so many different options and so many different players that can put the puck on the net and in the net. It's tough to do one sort of set thing as a penalty killing unit. So if Sheffield can exploit the down low play and then open up the defenseman and bring it back, it definitely will open up the opportunities for rebounds and off the post stuff.
They're going to leave the top unit out there. There's still 1 minute and 8 remaining on this penalty. We'll just check in quickly with Scott Ancliffe on the call on the 2-minute minor.
Yeah, the 2-minute minor goes to Scott Pitt. 2 minutes for interference, timed at 51 minutes and 3 seconds.
Fretter lost his stick following the face-off, and the Clan get a full clearance. Quite warm inside the building here tonight. I wonder if that's having an effect on the ice surface at all. We get into the later stages of this game. Steelers on the power play. O'Connor moves it across. Dowd winds up. Oh, and a little touch from Zakowski helps it on its way. It's a couple of times now that Dowd has unleashed huge slap shots.
Yeah, that's one thing Robbie does possess. He's got a very quick release with his wrist shot, but then for a little guy, you don't realize just how hard he can shoot the puck. And netminder goes down a little bit early and has to actually end up reaching up to make that shoulder save.
Only on 9 goals this season, Robert Dowd, in League and Cup. He got a couple more in the Champions League, but not quite the goal-scoring return we might have expected. Sort of attributing that to the time that Levi Nelson has spent out of the lineup, but Nelson's already on 14.
Good to see Ratchuk's on the power play here on the second unit. So maybe it just happens to be he's playing up front and forward, and it's been a bit of power play time.
Final 25 seconds of man advantage for the Steelers, and the pass is well intercepted. The Clan have done a really good job tonight in their defensive zone with those sort of blocks. It was Hayward on this occasion, now Nelson. Ratchuk thinks about the shot, then takes it on. It bounces back off the end boards and very nearly back into the crease. Franson steps forward. Nielsen. Play is behind the goal. Steelers looking for the opportunity, and the net has come free again, and you can see the frustration.
I think he's having a little bit of a talking to now with Darnell, but again, if you watch him come across the crease here, let's just see if he actually does it on purpose. He's not. He's just pushing post to post. There's nothing malicious in it. If you look through it on the replay there, you know, that's just unfortunate.
He's got to go across. He's got to put his left skate against the post. It's got to be tight.
Especially when you got guys that, especially like Nielsen with the hands that he has, you know, he can score from goal line stuff. So he's only going side to side. So he's giving him a little bit of a chat and a warning. But again, you know, if you're that netminder, you're still coming across hard. You've got to.
Game is over in Belfast. They have scored a 6th and won 6-0. Big win for the Giants. Clan are back to full strength meanwhile. Ferrara having a chop at that one, and it's blocked away by Braehead. We are even strength and inside the final 7 minutes of this game. Chase on for Ferrara. Baldwin is there, and Becker as well. Hasn't been a lot of action for Irvin's Mustakovs in the last few minutes of this game. And that's what's going to be called icing, and the Clan don't get a line change.
Yeah, the pressure's just been building and building here with the power play opportunities, with Sheffield having so much zone time. So, you know, one thing that it has done for Braehead is it's kept Pitt and Becca off the ice, and they've used McKenzie and Hayward to kill the penalty. So these guys have had, you know, 2 or 3 or 4 minutes rest here. So, you know, that's going to help them here coming in this last 7 minutes, whereas Sheffield's had their top line out for those 2 power plays. So
here is Pitt, already a scorer in this game. And here's Becker, although maybe the goal should actually be his. Pitt looking for that little feed, and well blocked by the Steelers. Now Wah. Pass was just behind Fretter, and that will be offside if Fretter goes towards the plate. So he backs off. Pass is intended towards Hammond. Oh, and he got a partial deflection, which was just enough to take it over the stick of Mike Hammond. Last goal in this game was scored bang on the 19-minute mark. Newfield, and the next goal will be the decisive one, probably be the winning goal. May not get one at all. Man went a long time this season without having any games go to overtime, then had 2 in a weekend. So the Steelers haven't been taken beyond 60 minutes in any of their home fixtures. It looks a distinct possibility now as we approach. There's 5 minutes to go in this game. Mustakovs will paddle this one to the wall. Carlson kept it in the zone. Clan move it around. Keith in a pocket of space and kicked away by Mustakovs. The Steelers look for the quick transition. Valdix into the zone. He's got Nelson with him. Dowd across also, still with Valdix. Twists and gets the puck onto his forehand side. Back to the blue line. David Phillips against the boards. Dowd scrambling, and the Clan doing a good job to get bodies around the puck and denying the Steelers space, and then the nice pass out to Levitt. Again, he's isolated, and the Clan not trying to show too much ambition, making the safe play. Touched out of the zone by Nielsen. Sullivan. On by Hayward. David Phillips back for the Steelers. Blocked on the far side by Debian. Now O'Connor. into the offensive zone. He'll take the puck with him, but he'll carry on his skating to the end boards. The puck gets past him, and Baldwin will get the Clan moving forward. He just lost possession of the puck as he came across the blue line.
Good play by Debian, a good stick there, a stick on puck situation when with O'Connor going and jumping up in the play. You know, it's good to have players that can have that opportunity to back a player up and knowing that you have the ability to go forward, that it's not a problem and he can go. You know, but you look at the replay here with Braehead leaving the high guy, you know, and Mustakov comes here with a great little leg save. I mean, that's through traffic to a spot where very, very tough to defend. And we've seen Debian like to hang up in that end as well sometimes in the arena.
Nielsen, nicely on for Jonathan Phillips. Oh, and well poked away. Great back checking and recovery skating from Wharton. Phillips is quick. Wharton was fast enough.
That's twisted a knee down on the corner there. Is number 10? Is it Hammond going down?
Yeah.
Nothing malicious on the hit, but it just caught him sideways, and that's a hip or a knee or something there.
It's really bad news for the Clan, who are already without the services of Rosehill and Peacock, Boyd and Esders. Buesa is with Solway tonight after picking up his first point as a Clan player last night, an assist on the Clan opener. No ice time for Liam Kirk following that injury to Jared Hagos. And now the brace is on, and Wah doesn't quite have the angle that Keith did. And we enter the final 3 minutes of this game. You get the feeling that we're pretty much in overtime as it is. Mustakovs will keep this one alive. Franson's got to be careful. He isn't. Turnover, opportunity. Osberg plays the pass, and the Clan miss the chance.
Yeah, that's Mustakov putting his defenseman into trouble with a real soft sort of play.
Keith with the blast, it's blocked. Oh, and it gets caught up in the skates of Baldwin. And the Steelers find themselves under a little bit of pressure for the first time in a while. And Armstrong couldn't skate the puck away. Franson will clear it this time, but it'll cost icing. The Steelers are their own worst enemy in their own zone tonight.
They are, and then, like I said, if you watch the replay here, Mustakov doesn't give this a very good outlet pass at all to Franson, and he's in trouble right away. You know, tries again to go up the middle of the ice on a soft little touch pass, and Armstrong can't handle it. Great play by Phillips to come out here to deny that one-timer from the middle of the ice, but you know, like you said, you try to overplay stuff in your defensive zone, and you try to be, like they say, a bit of a swarm defense and everything else, but you know, if you don't put passes on the tape and put guys in position to receive them properly, then you're going to be in a lot of trouble.
Well, the pass to Armstrong was awful, wasn't it, in amongst the skates? Nothing really he could do with it. Steelers grateful that the Clan weren't able to take advantage.
Yeah, it's all just about decision making and picking the right options.
I said in the intro to this game that the Clan can play spoilers this season. Haven't had a good record against Earhart teams, just one win from 12, but still have the league title contenders still to play. And they could really throw a spanner into the Sheffield Steelers season if they can claim an extra point tonight. Oh, and bursting through the centre and the puck just sliding away. It was Hayward. Couldn't make the most of it. Carlson. Clan switching across far side, playing it forward into the neutral zone. And Hayward will just send it high, and that will go out of play. No problem, that one came from the neutral zone.
Yeah, he's looking skyward as to what happened there, sort of thing. But yeah, you know, you have to be consistent in your play, and you know, Sheffield has been in Braehead's end for quite a bit of this third period, and not had to been pressed back, and you know, you look at the players that Tomo goes to here in the last minute and a half, last 2 minutes, are very, very dependable players in their own end.
Yorkland just lost an edge as he came towards the blue line. Still got the puck in deep, but that was quite what he was intending to the play when he first gathered in possession. The Steelers won it late on against the Coventry Blaze last Saturday. The Clan are onto this one almost. If the Steelers have another big finish late in this one, there'll be no icing, so it's a long chase back for Arson with Debian closing in as well. That puck goes out, and that one will be icing. This time it's icing against the Clan. And I wonder if Ryan Finnerty might think timeout here. Only a minute to go. Both teams still have their timeout available to them.
A lot of Braehead guys on the ice here wondering what if it is an offside or an icing, or if they're going to call it back to center ice. So whether there is or it isn't, they're getting their little 30-40 second shift here, and no one actually knows who was on the ice for it. If you look at Braehead's made a complete change.
Then send the wrong player in for the centre for the face-off, and then get him kicked out, and another few seconds will tick away. Brian Finnerty has been there and done it all as a player, and done quite a lot as a coach as well. He's maybe not had quite as much success as some of the Clan fans may have been hoping for. He's a few disappointments certainly in the playoffs, one trip to the Final Four, but last couple of years defeats in overtime to the Flyers and the Stingrays. He's picked up the conference trophies.
You look at Matt Keith, a smart man playing. You know, smart captains play. You're talking to the referee. You've now just taken a minute and a half off here. So, are you guys tired anymore? No, they're not. They're more than capable now of getting to play and getting it down the ice. And to be fair, late in a game like this, if you've got the opportunity to clear the puck in, you've got to, and you can't worry about it being icing sometimes.
Just got to make sure the Clan have their concentration back now. Getting ready to restart this game. David Phillips has his stick raised. He's waiting if the draw is won cleanly by Armstrong. Seen a couple of times this season. He's got a good slap shot.
A great fake by the linesman.
A couple of seconds tick off the clock. And we'll get this game restarted at some point. Steelers win the draw. Here's Waugh trying to swing it towards the goal. Armstrong, save made, kicked away by Zakowski. Now what can the Clan do? Forward by Levitt, punched away by the Steelers. Levitt gets it back, trying to skate away from Armstrong. Across the blue line and dispossessed. David Phillips will reach it in the corner. And to Armstrong. Here's Waugh. Steelers crowd is desperate for a late winner. There'll be one almighty roar if they can manage it, I'll tell you that. Cowick doesn't get it out of the zone. Waugh forward, can only chip it off the boards. Time is getting really low now. One swings around the near side. Levitt to Keith. He's happy to get it in deep. The Clan look like they're going to get at least a point from this game. The Steelers have too far to go. They'll play it to Nelson, but time will expire before the shot comes in. It was over the top anyway. And so for the first time this season, the Sheffield Steelers will have a home game go into overtime. Clock is showing 4:50, as you can see on your screen. We'll have to get that reset.
Somebody's using their fingers not the right way, pressing the buttons the wrong way.
The IceSheffield clock is not the easiest to reset. I've actually been here for a charity tournament before where I was actually operating the clock and starting and stopping it, and particularly when there's no batteries in the receiver, it can be problematic.
It's had its use today with a few of the games, the junior games today so far.
Here we go then, 3-on-3 overtime. Next goal wins, and here's Ben O'Connor for the Steelers. And it's poked away, and the Steelers have got two caught down the ice. This is what happens, a 2-on-1 break. Here's Pitt, here's Becker, there's the game winner! It didn't take long. A road victory for the Clan. And the Steelers will feel a point that's got away from them.
Yeah, you see right there, right away, you know, they coughed the puck up just inside the blue line in a 2-on-1 with the two most skilled players that Braehead have, and to be fair, that's a great finish on a one-timer on your forehand. So, a bit unfortunate the pass goes astray into the Braehead zone from O'Connor to Nilsson, but it's one of those games that's gone back and forward. Sheffield have had more than enough chances to win the game with the power plays and the opportunities that they had, and they didn't take them. So, fair dues to Braehead coming back and forcing it and getting it into overtime and taking that extra point.
So frustration for the Steelers. We wait to see what the news is from around the Elite League. It's still Cardiff leading by 5-4. We'll have reaction for you from the Sheffield Steelers. There won't be an Eddie tonight, but there will still be a man of the match. And they'll be chatting with Scott Ancliffe shortly. Confirmation of the goal at 60 minutes and 19 seconds. Becker with his 25th of the season, assisted by Scott Pitt. And we did say it was going to be 2-on-1 breaks, back and forth, and well, it only took one, and it was the nicely timed pass from Pitt that made all the difference. And we can take another look at it now.
Yeah, like I said, it just doesn't work in Braehead's end, and then you come back with the 2 top scorers on the team, and that's a great little sauce pass through. And again, like I said, that's a tough one-timer of a shot on your offensive side. But you know, these guys are accustomed to doing that. You've seen in the highlights in the Braehead a 2-on-1, same sort of thing, except going the other way with a one-timer. So fantastic finish.
So the Clan move on to 36 points from 36 games. They'll level up their goal difference. The Sheffield Steelers will move on to 45 from their 32 games, so 20 games left in the Sheffield Steelers season. But they're now 5 points behind Belfast with 3 games in hand. And Matt Keith is named the man of the match for the Braehead Clan.
And as you said, tomorrow, how important is the game tomorrow down at Cardiff, and then how important is the game coming back against Belfast the week after. So, you know, it is in Sheffield's hands here if they have the opportunity to go down and get the win in Coventry, and then come back with another victory against Belfast. It pushes them right up near the top of the table again.
Great support from the Clan fans tonight. They've travelled in good numbers and supported their team superbly well, and they've got a victory to cheer. So the usual presentations to take place before the Man of the Match award, with the shirt off the back and the 50-50. Of course, there will be no fast lap tonight. Steelers only do that in victorious causes, and disappointingly for the Steelers tonight, there will not be one of those. No shot count through quite yet, but the penalty count, the Steelers had 6 penalty minutes, the Clan 8. Steelers were 1 for 4 with a man advantage, the Clan 0 for 3.
Congratulations, Charles, we welcome our sponsors. Dale Walton and Morrison Blair, Northern Steelers, your Sheffield Steelers man of the match. And standing out, Andreas Valdix.
So it's Andreas Valdix who gets the Man of the Match award for the Steelers tonight. He scored the equalising goal late in the first period. We didn't know it then, but it turned out to be the last goal the Steelers would score in this game. They go on to lose by 3 goals to 2 in overtime. It's a point, and a little disappointing. So stay with us on Steelers TV Live. Scott Ancliffe will try and grab a word with Andreas Valdix. Fans will get the chance to applaud the team as they skate around the arena. Braehead will be going back on the coach tonight, and they'll be extremely happy with their night's work. Infinity won in this building last year, 2 goals to 1 with the Clan, and they've repeated the trick this year.
Yeah, they'll be happy with the 2 victories they've taken out of here, out of Manchester and out of Sheffield. You know, 4 big points from, like you said, pushing and trying to be spoilers and trying to push for the top of the conference from where they are. So, you know, again, it's a bit disappointing that Sheffield don't come out and take the victory in regulation with the opportunities that they have. But you know, give credit to Braehead to keeping composure and going out and winning it in the overtime.